Okay, friends, here we are, part 3. My choices in Christmas fabric are limited. I'm not that much of a Christmas fabric gal. And so what you see here is what I've got. So I had to make some decisions based on what I've got here. And let me grab my pattern here real quick. Let's say what I wanted to put in my pattern. So let's see. I was thinking about dark for those corners. Almost all of the Christmas reds that I have are pretty light. This one is not bad, but remember we're talking about pretty small blocks here. So the pattern on that might be a little bit too large to do that. So this one though, that's pretty fabric. It's got little holly leaves on that, and that is going to read a real nice dark red. I'm going to set that over here. And then I wanted something a little bit lighter. That's kind of a fun one. And the words are going in a lot of different directions on this one, which is helpful because I can't stand it when I've cut something and the words are backwards and upside down. But these have words going in several different directions. That might be kind of a fun one to do. So let's fold that. And we'll put those two together. And we'll just test that in a minute. I do have kind of a nice star here too. This would say that this is coming on the video a little bit more orange than what it really is. It is pretty, that's a pretty medium red, and I think that would be a good backup if the really dark red doesn't pan out. All right, let's look at these greens here. I want a dark green and I want a kind of a medium green. So let's see. I have the companion to the red. I have the green colorway on the same stars. Got some nice holly. This one's really pretty. It's just green sparkles. And this one I love. Little ornaments on there. No. And then there's like this light green with trees on it, which is super cute actually. And it's kind of weird. You don't usually see such light green on Christmas fabrics, but it's kind of nice. I like it. Well, I could go with this one. Definitely looks different than this from a pattern standpoint, but from a color value standpoint, they would be virtually identical in terms of value. And one of the things I wanted to do here is have some contrasting value right here. So I think I'm going to pick this one. Maybe it's going to fold there. Okay. So there are my 4 fabric choices. And then I was thinking again about doing something like with a pattern on the inside. As for Christmassy, light Christmassy patterns, this is it. This is the lone single fabric that I have. And I have enough here at 4.5 inches to probably make, well, let's see, about 8 blocks, maybe 10. So I might use that as my center. That works because it has a lot of the red and the green in it together. And I fold my fabrics up like this and I just kind of look at everything together. and ask myself if it works. So I love this one, and I love this one, and I like this one, and I am not loving this one. It is, I think it's too dark. So let me see here. I have something with sprinkles on it. But you see what happens. You look at this one and this one together, and from a value standpoint, they are virtually identical, even though the patterns on them are different. And so that's not going to achieve what I was interested in achieving, which was to go a little bit darker. I think I might have to, this is how I have my fabric stashed here. I have a bin of red. We might have to go take a look in the bin of red, and see what we've got. That's a dark red that might work and pass for Christmassy. Let's see, what do we have here? That's kind of pretty. Let's set that one aside. What else have I got in here? That one's kind of purpley. That's going in a direction I'm not interested in. Let's see. Ooh, batik? I don't think so. This one is kind of darker too. You can see it's like one shade up from this other. On the video, it looks a little bit orangey, more lighter than what it really actually is in real life. I've got a marble, but that looks a little pinkish to me, kind of purpley. And that one's definitely too orange, too orangey. Okay. This is just the process that I go through as I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So here's the original one. Here's substitute number 1. Meh. Here's substitute number 2. No. That one's definitely not working for me. I think I'm going to have to stick with my original choice. Not sure what it is that I'm not loving about that one. The next thing that I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to cut up some little bits off this. And I'm actually going to make a little demo block on my pattern so that I see if I like the way that this is laid out. Once I have that done, then I can figure out the measurements. I'm not going to do that tonight, though. I'm getting tired tonight. So, if you're interested in having me tape the next piece of it, though, where I test out the actual fabrics on my pattern, let me know in the comments, and I'd be happy to videotape that when I do it tomorrow night. So have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Good night.